Jam! Hello again, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode of Monday Night Magic, here on the MTG Cast Network. I am Chewie.
Yup.
And that's really all I have to say about that.
Yeah. He is Chewie.
I am.
Also, his name is Chewie.
Yeah.
It's like you're an adjective.
I am Whoa, does that make me onomatopoeia? No, wait, hang on.
I mean, what noise do you make when people chew you?
I am joined. Let's not.
Yeah, this is what
that.
you guys get. Clues was the stabilizing factor. You didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm joined by Squee.
Hi, everybody.
And Clues, as we said last week, has taken a temporary hiatus from Monday Night Magic because the semester is
Hard.
killing him. Yeah.
School is hard.
Beating him about the head and shoulders.
Yeah. Also, by virtue of working in a school, he's allowed to take sabbaticals and apparently anything. So, you know, perks.
Yeah, it was in the bylaws. I looked.
So that said, I will still continue to torment him, just in other venues. So if you ever see Clues and I out in public, I'm probably doing something funny to him at his expense. Just look for us. It'll be great.
Yeah, we are still messaging him and asking him, so how late are we starting tonight?
I think he enjoys the fact that he doesn't actually have to jump in when we say we are. And by that, I mean 15 minutes late. So that's right. I'm airing it out there. You can't stop me now, buddy. But yeah, we can also actually be a little bit more on topic now because there really isn't all that much going on this week.
Yeah, not so much. If you tuned into the Magic Twitch channel, you saw U.S. Nationals. But since we haven't put any stock into the other nationals, we're not going to go into any detail on this one. So,
equality.
Yeah, just because it was in our home country doesn't mean we're going to look at it any harder.
Yeah.
So if you want to know what was up with nationals, go look, because there were a lot of nationals tournaments this weekend.
I'd wager like a third of them.
Something like that, I'm almost certain, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So enough of that, let's move on to the Star City Open, which was in Charlotte this weekend. And since it was in Charlotte, that means it was modern.
As is their way.
Yep. Now, there's actually something really cool here. There's a day 2 metagame breakdown.
What?
Yeah, 120.
Sounds like data.
Sounds like what?
That sounds like data.
What, Brent Spiner?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, okay.
He's pretty awesome.
128 players made day 2. And in those 128 players, there was an actual... Oh, wait, I bet it was on the main page. Hang on.
Holding.
There was an actual count of how many... here we go. 42 different archetypes were represented.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It was a little top-heavy, of course. Eldrazi Trine at 15, Affinity at 13, Jeskai Control at 10, Burn at 9, the Blue-Red Gifts Storm deck at 7, Crixus Death Shadow and Jund at 6 apiece, and Abzan at 5. After that, it sprinkles down into 4s. Well, okay, the Elves and the Green-Red Ponza deck, were at 4 each. After that, it's 3s and 2s and a whole mess of 1s.
I like the fact that the Star City website does the auto card thing, and it can identify Jund by the plain card.
Yeah.
But it can't identify some of these other cards because apparently Death's Shadow doesn't count. I guess it can't handle apostrophes.
Oh, that's probably it.
Would be my guess.
I remember the auto card on the manapool.com. Apostrophes were like the bane of my existence.
Yeah, code does not like them.
Something about the way that the auto card thing was coded. Some cards could handle if you just put the apostrophe in and others couldn't. So it was a nightmare. But also, the blue-red and green-red breach decks have the Urza's... I forget which one is the gears, because I wasn't playing at that point and I never learned it. I think that's...
Urza's Cog Show. Yeah.
Yeah, the black card breach, which I find hilarious.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, so
Shall we talk about the actual top 8?
Yeah, hell yeah. So it looks like Paul Muller, Paul M1 playing a blue-red Gift Storm deck. Joshua Smith in second place playing Decepticons. Affinity. For you new people, we call that Decepticons. Michael Conroe, or perhaps Mikhail. Does your tobacco taste different lately? Is playing a blue-red Gift Storm deck.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Storm Depp. Gotcha. Pirates of the Caribbean 5. Storm Depp. No, they already have one.
I was going to say, there was a 5 already. 6. 6 will be Storm Depp, yeah.
We're counting up. No, it's a prequel. Storm Depp.
Didn't they announce a prequel, or am I making that up?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. In fourth place, Grixis Death Shadow, piloted by Andrew Jessup. And I saw Jessup, and for some reason, Deck turned into Depp, is what happened there, in case anyone's wondering. Peter Tubergen is running Decepticons in fifth place. Todd Stevens, hey, look at that guy, is running a green-white company deck. DJ West in seventh is running a green-red Ponza deck. Let me look at this.
The Ponza deck?
Why is this? I guess if you put Stone Rain and Monvuli Acid Moss in a deck, it's a Ponza deck. Which, I think that's actually accurate. But since this deck is unlike anything else outside
Where's all
of
my
that...
standard land destruction?
Wait, what?
Where's my standard land destruction? No way.
You don't get standard land destruction, buddy.
Not efficiently.
Huh.
Saying that comment destroys a land, and every one.
In eighth place, Alan Cummings is running a blue-green Merfolk deck. You think that's the guy that played Nightcrawler?
I hope so.
Oh, wait a minute, he's in the top 8. We can look.
Yeah. I don't think he played Nightcrawler after all. But...
Top 8 profile. Hang on, I have to go
Look at those 4 curse catchers. Oh, yeah.
Hang on. The picture's really small. No, that's a different guy. Okay.
Could you tell by the blue? Because this one's also blue.
Wait, what?
Never mind.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of sad that I see blue-green Merfolk. I'm like, maybe one of the new ones? No.
What's the green?
In the Merfolk deck?
Merfolk Branchwalker. That is a new one. And... I just saw another one.
Oh, Kapala.
Oh,
you're right.
That too. No, there's like 3 new cards in here. What's wrong with you?
I need to learn the new set symbol, apparently.
It's the Compass Rose looking thing.
Yeah, it's the Compass Rose thing, but every time I see it, I think it's a Sunburst from an old set. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's actually look at this deck. We've got Curse Catcher, Harbinger of the Tides, Lord of Atlantis, Master of the Pearl Trident, yep, things you'd expect, Marrow Regere, yep, Silvergill Adept, yep. Now we've got Kapala, Warden of Waves, seemingly taking the place of, oh god, her name fell off, Kira Great Glass Spinner.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Which, I remember was a question before, if this would actually take the place of Kira, and it looks like, at least in this deck, it has. But we're not done yet. There's green for a full set of Kumina? I don't know. Of Kumina Speaker, the 1/1 Merfolk Shaman for a single green that gets +1/+1 as long as you control another Merfolk or an island. Which seems pretty good. 2/2s for 1, I hear are pretty alright.
It's like fish in a coddle.
A little, not quite, because this only
doesn't get there.
+1. Yeah.
Well, it's still a fish. I mean, what do you want?
And the Merfolk Branchwalker, a full 4 of those. The 2/1 for 1 and a green that explores when it enters the battlefield. Huh.
See, now that has more closeness, because it gets to 3 power sometimes. But yeah.
Explore in Modern. Wow.
Tree fish.
I mean, I guess it essentially says ramp or draw a card.
Yeah. Both of which are good in this deck.
Not ramp. Ramp or draw a card. It's draw a card or pump your dude. There we go.
Yeah. Explore. Well, that's good.
And of course, it's running Ether Vial because you have to, and Spreading Seas and Spell Pierce. And 1 Smuggler's Copter because screw you, that's why.
I mean, there are worse things to do with your time.
Yeah, I mean, it gives Curse Catchers something to do when they're not countering instants or sorceries.
Yeah, I mean, having run Curse Catchers before, they tend to just sit there And if they don't have something good to get in the early turns, they become irrelevant once people get enough mana. So, driving the little helicopter is probably not a bad idea. Also, it lets it jump out of a helicopter dramatically and go, "I'll stop the spell." Because that's what happens when it sacrifices itself.
Straight out of a cheesy action movie.
Yeah, like an 80s action movie. Coming soon in the 1980s. Curse Catcher.
Real quick, I wanted to run through the other top 8 decks. No. Other than Opt showing up in Modern now, which makes perfect sense, I'm not really seeing anything new.
Yeah, I was trying to skim over them as we were going down, and I didn't see much. Admittedly, at the time, I forgot what the set symbol looked like, so.
Okay, go to Todd Stevens' deck.
Okay.
6th place, and hover over Birds of Paradise and tell me what the hell that set symbol is. Because it's a... What? Hang on, scrolling. Here we go. It's from Conspiracy Take the Crown, which is what the auto card for Birds of Paradise is showing.
Is that what I was remembering? I swear I've seen that symbol, and yeah, I must have just been thinking of Conspiracy, because I'm like, I've seen that in Modern decks before a month ago. Huh. That's unfortunate.
Weird.
Well, okay then.
Hey, look, the more you know. Na, na, na. All right, so since it's Modern, we'll run through the top 16. Why not?
Sure.
We don't get much Modern until, very soon we'll be getting more Modern than we can handle. But for now, we don't get much Modern.
Yeah.
Clayton... Wow, there's an extra syllable there that I did not expect. Clayton Vogelgesang.
Vogelgesang.
We're going to go with that, because that sounds awesome.
Gefilte fish.
It's running a green-red Through the Breach deck, like you'd expect. Yep, nothing really interesting going on there. In 10th place, Zansyad, I hope I didn't screw that up too bad, is running Infect, complete with Flippy Jace. You remember Flippy Jace?
Unfortunately.
And a completely broken auto card. I've got nothing popping up on this screen.
Oh?
Oh, and it literally just fixed itself. Okay. Thanks.
That's spooky.
Star City website.
I'm helping.
All right, then. Moving on. Charles Reese in 11th is running Abzan. Surely there's something.
Nope.
Nada. Nam nada. Okay.
Nary a thing.
Jeskai Control in 12th by Tony Norton. Ooh. Gotta love that. A Johnny Vengeant just hanging out there, chilling.
Chilling. Yep, and after board, he might be hanging out with the state-mandated Keranos, God of Storms.
Well, I mean, he is running blue-red in Modern, so...
The deck is up to code.
Yeah. Jim Davis is running a green-black Tron deck. Yeah, that's extremely... we need a better word than standard. Typical.
We could say common and make people think we're talking about Pauper.
Yeah. Jason Liu in 14th is running a black-white Eldrazi deck, which is a thing we've seen for a while. Wow, look at this. Christian Wilson in 15th place is running 8-Rack. This deck is seeing more and more of these higher finishes.
I wonder what's up with that. It hasn't gotten new pieces, and as we noted, like earlier this year when they did their updates, I don't think anything that was taken out or put in really changes any of this.
No dying.
Make me.
Maybe it's just something about the metagame shifting.
Could be.
Has just made this a little more
tenable.
More viable over, whatever used to keep it down has been pushed out by other decks like the Jeskai Control or something. Hey, if you're a Modern player and you know why 8-Rack seems to be on the rise, at least a little bit of a rise, let us know, because I'm genuinely curious. Because in all honesty, this looks like a very powerful version of a stupid deck I built back in like 4th edition, before there were such things.
I think everyone's made a dumb rack deck if they've been playing long enough.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things you do when you first start playing is you make a dumb rack deck, you try to do something stupid with all of the green cards you have, including the big ones.
Yeah.
And you do what you can with all the burn to see if you can kill your opponent before their creatures kill you.
Yeah.
And like these are just rites of passage if you've been playing Magic for more than 10 years.
And depending on when you started, all tribal all the time.
Yeah, there's that too. There was also like the period of time when most Magic players actually use things like Spellbook because it seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
Good times. Then we learn.
Sometimes it's not worth the slot in the deck. Mm-hmm.
Nope.
So then in 16th place, Michael Kidd is running, hey look, formerly the Boogeyman, Grixis Death Shadow. You remember it wasn't that long ago when this deck was everywhere, and some of the more, knee-jerk reaction type people were calling for a ban of Death Shadow or something else.
Mm-hmm.
And I seem to remember saying, no, the metagame will just sort itself out, and hey look.
Yep, that's 2 in top 16. I think it's okay.
Yeah, we're probably okay. I mean, there were, if we go back to the day 2, I closed it. The day 2 metagame breakdown, how many did I say there were? 6 in the top 128.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think we're okay. So that was the open, yeah. Just glancing further down, there's some elves, some more Decepticons, burn, Mardu. What is Mardu?
Vroom vroom.
No. Dark Confidant, Goblin Dark Dwellers, Grim Lavamancer. Oh, this deck. Okay. Chandra Torch of Defiance, Gideon Ally of Zendikar, Liliana of the Veil, and then all of the burn and removal and murder spells you could ever want. Oh, and Thoughtseize and Inquisition. And Lingering Souls, because Mardu.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That deck. Right. It's like, let's throw all of these really good removal spells in, and then some planeswalkers, and oh, sure, some creatures that work well with them. Got it.
We shall call it Mardu Junk.
Okay, let's see what else. Zoo, Eldrazi, Texas, another Ponza deck. There's Escape Ship, 4-color humans. I'm sorry, what? Oh yeah, this deck. Okay, we've seen this before. With Champion of the Parish and Mayor of Averbrook.
Yeah.
That you actually hope they don't flip, which is really weird.
Marissa.
What?
Yeah,
Shut
that
up,
is...
ads on Star City Games. I'm so sorry, listeners.
Ugh.
Right, because when it transforms into, let's see, werewolves and wolf creatures get +1/+1. Oh, but you do get wolves, so I guess if it flips to Halpak Alpha, you're fine.
You want it flipped exactly once, or ideally you just want to kill it, but, you know. It's a 1/1 on the front. Kill it quickly.
Yeah, before it gets to the children. Yeah, this deck is a trip, because it's got all of these, like, just good humans. The Absent Falconer, the Avacyn's Pilgrim, let's see, Noble Hierarch is a good human. Reflector Mage is a good human. Sin Collector, Thalia's Lieutenant, Anafenza the Foremost, Thalia Guardian of Thraben, and then there's one Aven Mind Sensor, because let's not get too stuck on theme. It's modern. We might need Mind Sensor.
Yeah.
I like it. 4-color humans. Whoever originally did the math for the mana base, though, my hat is off to you.
Yeah, 4-color decks are impressive.
So that is the modern open. The modern classic. How many people are in the modern classic? 103.
Yep.
There were 537 in the open, by the way. 103 in the classic, and it was won by Jacob Bollington, who is a relatively young kid compared to me. I think he's a teenager. And he finished, where did I say, 15th at GP Charlotte last year. Almost made the top 8. If I remember correctly, it was tiebreakers that kept him out of the top 8.
Which is why we sometimes read to 16.
Yep.
Because, for real.
Okay, really? Star City Games website, could you stop having video ads? Thank you.
Ugh.
They're at the top.
I muted all my tabs.
They're at the top, and they only play audio at the very beginning. So you hear like, brain, and that's it. So my apologies, listeners. I
mute my Chrome tabs whenever we're doing the show.
Probably. Is there a mute all tabs option?
I don't know if there's a mute all one, but...
Damn.
You can certainly mute them individually. You could mute your browser just in your Windows sound settings.
That's way too much effort. So,
Yeah.
what is Jacob Wellington playing here?
Just got control.
That's the one. Because Geist of Saint Traft is borderline insane, so let's put it in some decks.
Ghost.
Yeah. So good on him. And a big thanks to Nick for tweeting at me this morning. Or yesterday, or whenever the hell it was. I have no concept of the passage of time. Nick is the one who introduced me to him at the last event. In, the one I'm talking about, damn it. The GP, there we go.
Charlotte.
Yeah, the dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember the dumpster fire because...
You mean Walter?
Yeah, because Walter sucks.
Good times.
But yeah, Nick is the guy who introduced me to him, and he sent me a message today. Does this guy look familiar? And I looked at the picture and the name, and I was like, hey! So otherwise, I wouldn't have made that connection, so thank you, Nick. But anyway, what is Teamer Aggro in Modern? Harlan Fearer. Okay, Huntmaster of the Fells, Narnum Renegade. Wow, you remember this card?
Barely.
Snapcaster, Tarmogoyf, Pia and Kieran, Vendilion Click. And then Mishra's Bauble. What? Cryptic Command, Dismember, Electrolyze, Lightning Bolt, Remand, Spellsnare, Serum Visions. Huh.
Yeah, the Mishra's Bobble's the weird one.
I mean, it's essentially, so you've got a 56 card deck, but...
Yeah, but I mean, we don't just put it in every deck that can for a reason. Like, presumably you need more going on, but this one's like, nah.
Yeah, this deck is a trip. Little weird. Let's see here.
Oh, it's in there for the Goyf.
Oh, artifact.
Duh. Took a second.
Are no other artifacts? Okay. I just
Yeah,
missed it.
it's for the Goyf. That makes a lot of sense.
56 card decks without sacrificing a type for the Goyf. Ooh. I like it.
It's not running like Planeswalkers or anything, but...
Well, most
You're
decks,
aggro. You
most
don't
of
have
those
time for
decks
that.
don't, yeah. In third place, Kazu Negri is running a blue-red Gift Storm deck without Opt.
Don't worry, it's in the next one.
Oh, Emma Handy. Hey girl, is running a blue-red Gift Storm deck with Opt, just so we're clear.
Yep.
In case that matters. Rebecca... Oh, hang on. My brain has to refocus here. Rebecca, let's say Adelman, is running Scape Shift. There's that Hour of Promise again. Just hanging out in there, taunting me.
Chilling.
Robert Wright is running Mardu. Is this similar to the last one? Sort of. Instead of 7 creatures and 7 planeswalkers, this is running Bedlam Reveler, Monastery Swiftspear, and Young Pyromancer. And its murder spells are similar, but it is running a main deck Blood Moon. Just for those occasional free wins, I'm guessing.
I mean, that happens often enough.
Nice. Peter Ingram in 7th is running a Jeskai Control deck. And Nathan Grossfeld in 8th is running a 4-color Saheeli deck. Hey, look. It's the kitty combo.
Yay.
Just because they took it out of Standard doesn't mean it's gone. And this actually just looks like a really ramped up version of the Standard deck.
Yeah.
Ramped all to hell.
I mean, it gets the perks of also having Kiki Jiki around, so.
Yeah. And look at the... Okay.
Oh, yeah, and Sun Titan. Yeah, it's got all kinds of nonsense.
Yeah, we've got Eternal Witness, one each of Eternal Witness, Huntmaster of the Fells, Kitchen Finks, Lotus Cobra, Noble Hierarch, Reflector Mage, Revelarch, Scavenging Ooze, Sun Titan, Wall of Omens, Kiki Jiki, Pia and Kieran Nalaar, 2 Renegade Ralliers, and 4 Voice of Resurgence. Ooh.
I mean, somebody had to buy Dragon's Maze.
There's also the 3 copies of Eldritch Evolution, which are pretty funny. Nice. Okay, then. So that was... What was that? The Modern Classic.
Yep.
And then, of course, there is the Standard Classic, where a whopping 78 people were playing.
Woo!
Justin Gregory won with Esper Gift, not Esper Gifts. That's different. That's modern. This is God Pharaoh's Gift.
Yeah, Kitesail Freebooter.
Yeah, that one's a little weird.
I did not expect it.
A 1/2 with flying for 1 and a black. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose a non-creature, non-land card from it, and you exile that card until Kitesail Freebooter leaves the battlefield. There was a thing in Torment that did this. One of the Nightmare Horrors snatched a card from your hand until it left the battlefield. Well, it wasn't until it left the battlefield. It was the old...
when it comes in, take it. When it leaves, give it back.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Which is not the same.
And now, I really want to know what it was called.
Bjorn.
Ready to bark.
Ready to work.
Type, subtype, Nightmare. Add search. Hang on. Just give me 1 second. Not Faceless Butcher, not Hypnox. That was the Mesmeric Fiend. Yeah, for 1 and a black, but it was just a 1/1 on the ground. Power Creep. Not really. That's interesting. I wonder why.
Why running the Freebooter?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it does solve some of your problems for a little while.
For a little while. Interesting. Very interesting.
I mean, I guess it's probably got some... Let's pay attention for the rest of the top 8 decks and see what it would be hitting. Because this deck obviously made its way to the top 8.
Yeah. So that was Justin Gregory, in case I didn't say that, who won. In second place, Ramanop Red by Marsh Usury. One of those. I mean, I guess in this deck it just takes anything that could potentially kill it or kill your hostage taker.
I might grab Chandra. I don't know that's what you want to get, but...
In third place, Brennan DeCandio is running Esper Gift with 3 Kitesail Freebooters. Okay, there's clearly something we're missing. Maybe it's just that disruption for just long enough for you to get settled.
It's true. I mean,
it does make them want to kill your Kitesail Freebooter and potentially using resources that would better be used to kill something else.
Well, also you get to see their hand. Like that could be a big part of it.
Pretty big. Yeah, it does say they reveal, doesn't it?
So you get to see their hand, and if your opponent is a gift stack and they've got a gift in hand, I don't know that gift's what you want to get rid of, but if they're going to cheese that thing out and they don't have it, suddenly life is harder. It might also be useful for getting rid of one of those copies of Sunrise and those decks when we get to them. Which is just funny.
Comedy. In fourth place, Travis Bryant is running Red-Black Aggro. This deck is running Captain Lannery Storm, but no little goblin dude who makes treasure. Wily Goblin. There we go. I knew it would come to me. At least I think that's
the
right.
Coyote Goblin. Yeah.
But I mean, it's a black-red aggro deck.
Yeah.
It's running Bone Picker, known forever as the card that killed that episode of the Mana Pool.
Well, I mean,
Yeah. In fifth place, Frank Scarron is running Teamer Energy, which was popular at the, what was the thing that happened? Oh, the World Championship. Yeah, that's the thing that happened last week. I'm like, I saw a lot of this last week. What was it last week?
Yeah.
It was the World Championship. Also at Nationals. It was pretty big. And look, he's running Carnage Tyrant.
Yeah, I was looking at that. When in doubt, giant dinosaur that you can't touch.
Seems good.
Yeah. In its own weird way, it's like a dinosaur troll. From back when we had Troll Shroud. Before it became X-Proof.
So let's see. In sixth place, Dylan Daniels is running a blue-white approach deck. Yay.
Yeah.
Note to self. If you're playing Standard, get your Search for Azcanta. It's too late. It's already gone up.
Womp womp.
In seventh place, Max Schiffman is running Teamer Energy again. So on your screen, do you have Teamer Energy and then A with a symbol on top of it? Like
yes.
in the name of the... Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder what's there that's causing that to render there in the code. That's weird.
I mean, I'm looking in the code. Someone just made a mistake.
Oh,
Like, the character is in the code. So
excuse me. Oh, so I'm guessing the name was just copy pasted for all of them.
it was probably copy-pasted. It's likely that it was copy-pasted out of a different program. But regardless, it is an issue across the board. So
A little bit. So I'm just fact checking something real quick.
yeah, we're better than the news.
He did not say anything about it on Facebook. Oh well. So there can't be that many of these people though. In 8th place, we have a blue-black control deck by Gary Vinson. My buddy Gary.
He doesn't get capital letters.
He doesn't get capital letters. To be fair though, Gary probably doesn't understand capital letters, so.
Aw.
Oh, but I
like
love
the
Gary.
small ones, but bigger. That's how you shout on the internet.
Oh, he is kind of soft-spoken most of the time, so.
There's Arguel's Bloodfast in the sideboard.
That's pretty funny. Huh.
Ambitious. I mean, I like drawing cards.
Doesn't everybody? And it is essentially just a cheap greed.
Yeah.
Not really. Well, I guess it
I
cheap
mean,
in casting cost, not activation cost.
yeah.
But still.
Like, when you want cards, here's some cards.
Yeah. I mean, it's a blue-black control deck. Go
Ha,
get him,
for
Gary.
Field of Ruin. Ugh.
Gary does not mess around.
No.
Oh. Gonna hump his leg next time I see him. I was gonna do that anyway, though. So there you go. That's your top 8 of the Standard Classic. Now, there is a bit of news coming out of the SCG Tour. What?
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 Oh, yeah.
What? They have announced the 2018, well, Season 1, which means the first half of the 2018 SCG Tour, and some changes.
Dun, dun, dun. Scream.
So if you look at the main event format, you'll see 1, 2. Well, how many of these are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 events until the end of May, right? Of those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are modern.
Yeah.
Also, they've said because everyone loves modern, and they have numbers that say, I would assume they have numbers to say that the most popular thing to watch and play at the SCG Opens are modern. So they've got, what did I just say, 9?
I believe you said 9.
No, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, I mean, I count 9
7,
modern
8.
events on the screen. Oh, but one of them's from this year. Never mind. Way
Well,
to cheat,
that's-
Roanoke.
That's still next year, though, or the next season.
Yeah.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's just 8. Okay. I've counted 3 times now, and I keep getting 8. Are
That
you still
confuses
getting
me.
9?
Yeah.
Where are you getting 9? Oh, look, there's on the first. Okay, so there are 2 graphs here. The last
Yeah.
one on the second one is May 26th, 27th in Minneapolis. The last one on the one above that is regionals, which is
That was the one I was looking at.
a
yeah.
different thing. But okay.
Gotcha.
So regionals will be modern too, but I don't think that counts. So there are 8 of the SCG Opens are modern out of 14. And every Sunday we'll have a modern classic. Every Sunday. There are 3 team constructed Opens, which is that thing where people play, one person plays standard, one plays modern, one plays legacy. That Star City introduced last year and was wildly popular. And I seem to remember somebody announced a Grand Prix or something of that format, or one happened.
I believe that was part of the deal with the summer special set.
Maybe? Okay.
Like the special core set summer.
Maybe that was it, yeah. But it's the same thing,
Yeah,
which means...
Same thing.
So now we've got 8 modern, 3 team constructed, 1 legacy. So you'll notice that only leaves 2 opens for standard. Huh.
Yep.
So what they said several times in the comments and even here on the page is that modern is just obscenely popular. Now, my question is, another question that was raised in the comments, is that because Modern actually is that popular, or is that because Standard was really bad for a while and nobody wanted to watch? I mean, really bad.
The result is the result.
Yeah.
Standard being really bad leads to a popular Modern. The question is, once people have shifted into Modern and they don't have to worry about their cards rotating and having to get new decks, will they go back to Standard?
Well, not only that, but viewers, presumably they're just watching, so it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, but I think the idea is that people want to watch the formats they play. Now, mind you, that could be a study in and of itself, but if you primarily play Modern and you don't play Standard, then you might not care to watch Standard as much as you care to watch Modern.
True. But then, like I said, Standard was really bad for a good long while.
Yeah, it suffered heavily under the unintended Standard state from them changing up the rotation schedule, and also just a long run of, and then there's that deck. Okay, we banned some stuff. Here's the new deck till we ban some more stuff. It just doesn't do great for confidence.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if people just not only got sick of playing Standard, but got sick of watching Standard or dealing with Standard. And now that Standard is back on the rise and, no longer complete terrible, I wonder if this will prove to be not necessarily a mistake, but a little hasty. I guess Star City will find out and adjusts accordingly, because this is only the first half. But, so yeah. They've also said that the Legacy Classics exceeded their expectations, so now there are more Legacy Classics on Sunday. And in fact, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
So that's 1 during each of the team constructed ones, 1 during the Legacy Open, because they've said it'll always match, and then 2 others just for funsies. So look at that. They may have started by trying to kill Legacy, but now they realize they don't want it dead, just, brutally maimed. So that's awesome.
They just want it needy.
Yeah. So there you go. It was also pointed out in the comments that there will not be a Players' Championship in 2018. So, for what that's worth.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the link to this, of course, will be in the show notes for you to go check out, see if it's coming to a city near you. Just real quick, it goes Roanoke, Columbus, Dallas, Philadelphia, Indianapolis, Worcester, Dallas, Baltimore, Cincinnati, Milwaukee, Atlanta, Baltimore, Louisville, Minneapolis. In that order.
Yep.
There are some notable things missing, but this is only the first half of the year, so everybody calm down. And that's that. So on other tournament news, there's a new banned and restricted list update tomorrow, apparently. I don't know why it's on a Tuesday.
Because we record on Mondays.
Oh, that's probably why. Personally, I don't foresee any changes, so we didn't delay recording. Hey! And if there are any changes, well, then we'll talk about them next week. Everybody calm down.
Yeah, it'll still be banned or unbanned next week, we promise. And if it isn't, that's the news.
That is the news, yeah. In other news, the the French side of the Wizards website apparently accidentally leaked the deck lists for dual decks Merfolk versus Goblins again.
Accidentally, the whole thing.
Well, okay. They accidentally, again, this time it was the full deck list for Merfolk versus Goblins. Now, since it hasn't been officially revealed and it has since been taken down, we're not going to go into that. But the news here is that the French side of the MTG site has messed up again.
Yeah.
I can't remember what they've messed up in the past, but I know they have at least once, possibly twice.
I believe so. I believe this isn't the first time. I'm just having trouble placing a previous time. I mean, mind you, let's be real. It's a dual deck list. So if you're going to mess up, one of the better mistakes, I guess. Still not good, but it's not like, oops, there's the next set. That would be bad.
Yeah.
So, don't lose your mind. They're not changing the cards in it. It'll still come out the same day, and you would have already known before you bought it. So you just, I guess, find out a little bit earlier if you were paying attention. And if not, just wait. They'll tell you, I promise.
Yeah, they always reveal that sort of thing before it comes out. So, duh. In other news about Wizards doing something right and good, Wizards is participating in Extra Life. Hey, how about that? I guess they did participate in Extra Life.
I think it's still stuff going, isn't there?
Oh, okay. Well, I know the 24-hour stream was Friday, Saturday.
Right.
So yeah, they were streaming Ixalan, Iconic Masters, D&D adventures set in the world of Ixalan, Commander, and much more. And since my Twitch channel is set to auto-host Magic anytime I happen to go onto Twitch, I would see whatever it is that they happen to be doing. Like, oh, look at that. Hey. But they're raising money? Oh, here we go. extralife.wizards.com. They have raised $56,000 for Extra Life. Whoo, damn.
Yeah, and even though the stream is over, if you're looking to support it, they're selling some merch through a link on the page that we have in the show notes that will also benefit.
Yeah. Playmat bundle, From the Vault bundles, Ixalan sealed bundles.
Shirts.
Oh, they're shirts too?
Yeah.
Not on this page.
MTG Pro Shop?
Oh, on the actual article on the Wizards website. Yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. MTG Pro Shop has Extra Life shirts with this really cool-looking Ixalan dinosaur thing that's very cartoony and adorable.
Also a very different Liliana.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that part of the Extra Life thing, or is that just there?
I thought it was part of the Extra Life thing. It's possible that the layout is just weird.
Whoa, that's cool.
It doesn't say Extra Life Charity, so maybe it's not, but it's very different. So, yeah, it's just different.
What's the word I'm looking for here? Like,
Beetlejuice?
Well, okay, that too. Very, like, Day of the Dead Sugar Skull.
Yeah, it's very, like, Dios Muerte of it.
Neat. It's okay, we'll put...
But yeah, I think that's unrelated. I just was clicking through the pictures and ended up on that one.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Yay, Extra Life.
Yay, helping.
In other news, does this survey still work? Nope. Oh, no, it does. Okay, the Ixalan survey is still up? Pretty sure we mentioned this last week.
I think we have,
but it's still there. So, hey, go check that out. And of course, because Mark Rosewater likes answering questions because that makes it easier to write articles, he's done another mailbag episode, and our faithful behind-the-scenes Monday Night Magic guy, Will Blanks, got yet another question answered, and it's another long one. So, good job, Will.
Will is very good at getting people to talk about things they want to talk about. He should be a reporter. I think he's one of our reporters. Let's just say that.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah.
He's the press.
So that means that time that I met Will, I met the press?
Yes.
Oh.
According to this conversation.
Got it. Yay. Dude, I wonder if he knows why I already forgot the name of the damn card. Because it's a freaking random uncommon. What is it? The Kitesail Freebooter.
It lets you see their hand. That's all I got. It lets you see their hand, and sometimes it screws them over. I mean, we've run, less restricted versions of it. Admittedly, Thoughtseize is busted, so it's not that good.
Thoughtseize is busted. Why is it so busted, Bill?
Have you played against it?
Yeah, it's busted.
Yeah, that's why.
Never mind. Let's talk about Magic Online then.
Sure. All right, so Magic Online news is posted on Tuesdays. We record on Mondays, so most of this news is already passed. If you want to stay current, go to the Wizards website, then go to Products and Magic Online, on a Tuesday, and see what's actually coming up. So very quickly skimming over the list here, the 1v1 Commander ban restricted update we talked about briefly last week, so that's what they're mentioning here. There's some discussion of the Extra Life event, which we just talked about. See what I mean when I say this stuff's already happened? They sent out the Magic Organized Player rewards. Yeah, that one. Packs that were sent out last week. So cool. Hope you got them. Events that happened over the weekend are listed. Awesome. Challenge formats came back a few weeks ago. Sweet. They had a downtime last week. Great. Here's a whole bunch of build notes. I'm not going to go over them. Awesome. And there you go. Because Magic Online doesn't do a whole lot while we're still in new set mode. And that was pretty much it. Yep. That was fun.
Nice.
Dojo wasn't a lot.
Wow. So
Take that show.
The bug blog was last week.
Yeah. I assure you, things are still broken.
There aren't any standard throwback whatever or anything
Not
like that
yet.
going on yet. So yeah, Magic Online is short and we'll call it sweet.
I mean, it can be.
Yeah. I'm not going to taste it.
No. Probably tastes like a Switch game or something. Designed to taste gross. For your safety.
So then, now that we've come to the end of the episode, we should do the end of the episode stuff.
Okay. So you can find me on Twitter at SqueeGoblinAbob. There's no Iron Goblin because I think it was removed from my hand when some random uncommon got it, but I'll get it back later, don't worry. Past that, you can find me in person at Cosplay America this weekend because I am the programming director and I'm responsible for all kinds of nonsense. If you like cosplay and you're in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, you should go. If you want to get better at making props or applying like costume makeup or anything else that you think would be cool right before Halloween, you should go. If you want to play human checkers and have me command you to go diagonally in a forward direction until you get crowned, you should go, because I'm doing that. And in general, it's just going to be a fun time. So I would definitely recommend checking that out. And that's pretty much the last con that I'm doing till end of year. So there's also that, I guess. Past that.
That's Cosplay America in Chapel Hill.
Yes.
This weekend?
Yep. October 20 to 22.
Nice.
So should be a lot of fun. And I will be in all kinds of funny costumes. So that's another incentive to go if you're into seeing me in funny costumes, I guess. I don't know who you are. Probably tell me if that's who you are, just so I can react accordingly. And I think that's about it. I guess you can also find me randomly on Chewie's stream while we're playing Crazy Halloween Overwatch Adventures.
Yay, Crazy Halloween Overwatch Adventures.
Woo! Yep. Take it away, Chewie.
I don't have any place to put it.
Have you tried a shelf?
Hang on. Kitesail Freebooter. There we go. I just really can't remember the name of the damn card. It's killing me.
Kitesail Rebooter. It's the same card again.
It must be running Windows 95. No, 98.
I mean, Windows 98 was the last time we got an episode reboot, so sure.
Aw.
It's been a while.
So you can find me all over the internet, and in those places I'm usually the Manapool. So on Twitter it's at the Manapool, on Facebook.com/the Manapool, on Patreon.com/the Manapool, where Bill will break things.
It's emphasis.
Right on camera, even though there's not a camera.
But if there were, things would be broken. I broke the camera first.
I'm okay. I'm all right. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank, in Patreon specific order that I don't understand, the following people: Kim Ho, Andrew Hunt, Al, Lance Delicious himself, Timu Hella Sharju. Please tell me how to pronounce your name.
I think at this point they enjoy you having to make up something new every week.
Damn it. Daniel Hall, John Morris, Stuart Slough. Tell me how to pronounce your name. PJ McMullen, Casey, Nathan Hay, AJ Javieres, Cody Buckawing, Jacob Jansons, Jason Cowles, Gothic Man, Patrick, Brian DeLucci, Stark Maximum, Dan Holm, Mike Millerburn, and the Beast Father, Aaron Goodwine. Wait, hang on. I missed one. Owen Bosco, who may or may not be known as Bosco anymore, but he has also not sent me an email.
Dun dun.
So no emails received here. So name changes are important. If you change that sort of thing, you should tell me so I can stop saying the wrong name. These are the things that I worry about. So big thanks to all of them. If you would like to be on that list, you can go to patreon.com/themanapool and check out whatever I've got going on there. You can get Manapool episodes and YouTube videos early. You can get the early stuff and access to the odds and ends, all the stuff recorded before and after, both Monday Night Magic and the Manapool, that are uncensored and unfiltered and edited only for personal information that accidentally gets thrown out, like the time that Brian just blurted out where his daughter goes after school. And we were like, he's like, yeah, you should probably cut that. I'm like, yeah, let me cut that. And you can get all of that and have your name on the end slate for every YouTube video and get it read off at the end of every podcast. It goes up in that month. Yay. So thank you all so much. I appreciate it. Now, other stuff that's going on over on Twitch on Friday? One of those days. I think it was Saturday. I streamed West of Loathing for 6 hours. It was awesome. We did math. I swore a lot. There was a math problem in this thing. So I always assume in games like this, when they give you a math puzzle, that there's a way to figure it out other than trial and error. Does that sound reasonable to you, Bill?
That's generally how puzzles work.
Yeah, but I, who have a degree in physics and have taken like calculus 4 and differential equations, could not figure this out. And I had my Manipool co-host Mike, who has a master's in math, was like, I don't even remember how to do half of this. And we had the aforementioned Mike Millerburn in the chat, who is now a math teacher, who's like, oh, it's linear. Look, I don't even remember. Is it linear progression? Maybe it's linear something or other.
It's like a band, right?
Linear.
I'm just making a joke. I have no idea that's really a band. So
he's like, no, linear progression is apparently a music thing.
Oh, well, there you go then.
See, I don't even remember. And I'm like, and I got so frustrated because I don't know how someone who's not a math teacher, like I said, Mike has a master's in some math, and he's like, I don't even remember how to do this. I, who have taken lots of math, had never heard of this term, and in fact, it didn't stick because I can't remember what it's called now. And I'm like, how would somebody figure this out? And they're like, Google. I'm like, how would you Google this?
Look up West of Loathing solution.
Yeah, that's the only way I could think of that a rando would do it, would be, like, I found a puzzle earlier where I had to go to Google and look up semaphore, flag language. And I had to look up Morse code. But that's different. Once you figure out that they want you to look up semaphore, you're like, oh, okay. And you go, look, that's easy. This one...
Semaphore.
I couldn't wrap my brain around how to even search for it. And Mike and both Mikes were like, okay, so blah, 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 this is congruent to 0. So that means, hey, they're all even. And I'm like, what does that even mean?
Congruous.
Like, it's just, these are my problems with this game, is that the game is so much fun, and it's so incredibly clever and well written and funny. There have been several points where I've laughed so hard I've cried playing this game. But then occasionally it, to use a phrase, it disappears up its own ass. And it gets so proud of how clever it is that it makes it impossible for a normal person to do this.
It sounds like this game is a nerd.
It is extremely a nerd. I mean, it's done by the same people who do Kingdom of Loathing.
Yeah.
Which is relatively well known for being extremely nerdy and a slightest bit elitist.
Yeah.
So I guess that's just the price you pay, and if someone really wants to finish it and can't, they would just go to like a wiki or something. But
do you feel like someone just poured like a vat of XKCD into your game?
Maybe not.
Like, this is a lot of fun, but what's going on?
Yeah, maybe not a vat, but an ample helping here and there.
Yeah, a bucket.
But other than that tiny little complaint, I really do love the game, which is why every time I stream it goes for, 4, 5, 6 hours.
I like Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. I named my horse Mark just so every time I want to leave a place, I can walk up and go, oh, hi, Mark.
It works really well.
It makes me happy. Also, we'll be streaming Overwatch, of course, because there's a Halloween event, and it's pretty awesome. It's a lot shorter than Uprising, so we can rapid fire.
Yeah.
More of those. Hopefully sometime soon Bill will actually have time to play some more with us on stream. And if not, I've got Cap and Steph and Haley and various other
I'm
people.
hoping that I'll get in at least one more good night of it this week before I go away for convention stuff.
Yeah, let me know. Try not to do Thursday. Let me know so I can join you.
I will let you know after the call.
But you can find that twitch.tv/themanapool. Also, due to a very generous listener who goes by Turbo all over like Twitch and whatnot, I now own Cuphead. So thanks, buddy. I will be making YouTube videos out of that very shortly.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, dude. It's such a beautiful game. It looks like an old Silly Symphony cartoon, and it's absolutely beautiful. And it's essentially an old Nintendo style game. Maybe Super Nintendo style game, just because there are extra buttons. But it's a run and gun shooter. It's like Contra. And for all of you people and reviewers out there who keep referring to it as Dark Souls, stop.
Dark Souls doesn't mean hard.
No, it doesn't. But
that's the only thing that I get out of people like, yeah, it's dark. Like, no, all the old video games were hard. DuckTales was hard. That didn't make it Dark Souls.
Yeah. But like one lazy reviewer called it a 2D Dark Souls, and the hive mind picked up on it. And if I could find who that lazy reviewer was and slap him, I might. But so stop calling it that. But yeah, it's extremely hard and extremely frustrating, and I can't wait to get in there and pull my hair out. Yay. But that'll be on youtube.com/themanapool. I also put up another Rogue Legacy video, finally. The last time I recorded Rogue Legacy, I actually recorded 2, and the second one just sort of got lost in the shuffle. So, hey, this is from a while back. But I need to do more of that. I think this year I'm just going to skip the spooky games for Halloween because it's already the freaking 16th and I haven't started yet.
I mean, Overwatch is kind of help.
Yeah, but...
You mean specifically for YouTube stuff?
Yeah, like for the last 2 years I've played the Five Nights at Freddy's games and things like that.
Well, you did spooky games over the summer, didn't you? Didn't you do the park or something?
Yeah, I just did the park not too long ago. So
yeah, it's still happening.
I have plenty of spooky games to play. It's just like deadlines and I don't get along.
Yeah.
And the more that I feel that I have to do something by a certain time, the less that I want to do it. So yeah, I'm just going to go easy on myself this year and skip over it and just play spooky games organically and when I feel like it, rather than have to play them for Halloween.
Strong, independent Wookiee don't need no calendar.
He's not wrong.
Also, he has no concept of the passage of time. He doesn't even know what it is.
Nope. I didn't even realize that it was almost, that we were halfway done with the month until I checked my bank account and I had a paycheck. I was like, why is there so much money in my account? And I'm like, oh, the driving gig paid. What? This month has flown by already. I don't know how that happened. But anyway. Enough of that. That's all the places that you can find all my stuff. Also, themanapool.com, which is where the Manapool podcast goes up. Yay!
Manapool.
Where last week we did, instead of doing the Nerd Rage episode that I really wanted to, I was unable to make that happen, so I ended up using the live episode that we recorded at the same time we recorded the Commander 2017 episode. It's Archenemy Nicol Bolas, where we played, I think it was 2 games, maybe more, of that, and then gave our opinions on that. Spoilers, doesn't seem terribly balanced. Just saying.
When has it been?
Well, we'd hoped that since it was all in a box, it would be better. Doesn't appear to be better. But for more specifics, you should go listen to that episode, because we had a lot of fun doing that, even though it's not terribly balanced, it doesn't seem. So yeah, hell yeah. Hopefully we'll do the Nerd Rage episode this week. Hopefully. That is the plan anyway. So with that, I'm going to shut up now. So, right? Is that everything? Yeah, it's everything. So this has been Monday Night Magic number 580. Wow.
That's a big number.
Yeah, it is. So, thank you all so very much for listening, and go play some Magic.